Greetings, fellow humans. Why is it when you need something the most, you cannot find it? Explain it to me. Had to go run to the store to get one of these PVC pipe cutters, a necessity in order to cut this because I've glued it to the board. I also got a cactus. Get yourself a coping cactus. That's what we're gonna call it. It is birthday season. So the nephew's birthday, he's still obsessed with robots, so we're gonna make a wild robot cake. That's why a wild work. I don't know if you're familiar with Wild Robot. I actually haven't seen it, but it looks very cute. So this is going to be the head portion. Half of it's cake and Rice Krispie. There's going to be a little neck portion, which I already made out of fondant. And then I'm gonna have just the first half of the body and then some, what do you call them? Shoulder pads. I have to remind myself, 3 parts Rice Krispie to 2 parts marshmallow. To make everything a little bit more difficult, I don't even have a working microwave, so I have to use the freaking stove to melt my marshmallows. Impossible? No. Inconvenient? Very much. So why am I doing half cake, half Rice Krispie? The Rice Krispie will be the bottom part, so that'll give us a little bit more support for the cake on top. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Just, I don't know, I think I'm being clever, but maybe I'm not. No. Help me. I shouldn't have done this. I hate my life. I'm sorry. I'm being very dramatic right now. I can't help it. I'm just having a day. I need Crisco. Let's trade one other gross thing for another. And let's grease the hands. See, look, this is what I could have been doing for the first 10 minutes. Instead, you just have me screaming. So I already put a hole in this guy so that I could just drop it on there, hopefully like roughly center, and then I'll shave it down a little bit more. I crumb coated it. I did a crumb coat, okay? Now I'm going in with the icing. So I realized yesterday that the Rice Krispie that I made, I switched the parts. So I did more marshmallow than Rice Krispie, and that's why it was so sticky. And I even read it out loud.
3 parts Rice Krispie to 2 parts marshmallow.
Okay, so I already made a Rice Krispie top. My problem is this doesn't match up, which is okay. Why did I do it this way? I don't know. I thought it would be better. It's definitely less heavy than having a full thing of cake. I'm doing stuff, guys. I'm doing stuff. I gotta start shaping this goose before it becomes too hard to work with this Rice Krispie. Start with a basic shape of the goose, flat on top, and he's got these cheeks, but I'll do some more modeling chocolate on top, so it doesn't have to be perfect. That's kind of his face, right? I'm just trying to see if that's too small. I didn't actually figure out exactly what he is, but I think he's a goose, some type of goose. This is actually the fastest I ever modeled anything in my life. I should probably bring up a picture, to be honest. It's a bright bill, so we're just gonna give him a more defined neck. This is when he's a baby, because he's smaller, and smaller is easier. Or he's just cute, I don't know. You tell me. Oh, this wing is bigger than the other. We're not symmetrical. No one's perfect, you know? I do love how compressible Rice Krispies are. It just makes things easy. This is kind of the shape of the goose. Can you visualize it? I think it's good. If I can do it, you can do it. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I don't know. Marshmallow, don't love by itself. Rice Krispies, don't love by itself. Together, they're a match made in heaven. Like if you agree. This PVC pipe cutter is what I ran to the store for yesterday. This is day 2, by the way. I usually don't make cakes in one day, so sorry if there's inconsistencies. Cut. And these things are like butter, man. Like, they're so good. So, I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, I think that's good. This is gonna be tricky transporting. Why do I do these things? I'm like concerned about the structural integrity of this cake, which is a pattern I'm noticing. You might be noticing too, if you watch these videos, which you probably don't since I don't upload. Okay, so things are moving along. I got the head iced, so now I'm just gonna trim off a little bit of these shoulder pads just to make it a little more even. I'm going to ice them. Just smoothing out the shoulder pads that are going to go on the side of the robot. Okay, it's time to put the shoulder blades. It's going to be tricky. It's okay if it's touching. It probably has to touch the base of the cake because the board is just slightly too small, or the shoulder blades are slightly too big, however you want to think of it. That is very much close to the side of the cake. There's no going back now. Now we gotta do the other side. More space on this side of the board. Yep. Time to sculpt the goose. So I'm just gonna cover the goose with modeling chocolate. Just rolling out the modeling chocolate and I'm gonna lay it over. So right now I am just adding a little bit of texture. So I'm just nicking it so it looks like it's kind of furry where there's, not furry, but you know what I mean. That there's feathers. Give me back your neck. You had a neck. Give it back. Okay, let's paint our friend, the goose. Add a little black to the orange and it should make brown, theoretically. I'm just painting it on. I don't actually know how far the coloring goes, so I'll just let it fade. Oh, he's kind of cute. I might add a little bit of shading in the white parts, a little bit of gray, just to add a little more dimension. So I'm mixing oil-based food coloring with vodka, just so you know. That's how I paint my modeling chocolate. I'm doing it loosey-goosey here. See what I did there? Okay, I'm sorry. She did not like it. She did not like it. Okay, now we're going to make the eyes. So I'm gonna just put a layer of black down first in the crevice. Just push it down in there, just like that. I'm just gonna do white and then paint it green. He looks a little crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna do the black. Okay, he looked pretty cute. Yeah, he looked cute. So it's coming together. I airbrushed the robot, and then I am going to start putting the fondant pieces. The goose has now been included, and then at the very end, I'm gonna put little tree trunks and pipe some leaves on them, and that should finish the whole thing. Eyes. Okay, so I did the eyeballs. I'm gonna do some more blue for some of the stripes. And then I'll just add a 5 to the front and then the trees. And it will be done. And yes, it needs to be done. The fact that it moves so much is still very upsetting. All right, it's time for the final touches, folks. These will stand, hopefully. I just have fondant trees that I will pipe. We're just gonna use a star tip and then pipe some leaves on it and then stick it on there real good with some piping gel. This is probably the most fun part of this whole thing. It's so fun to make trees. So if you're wondering why there's trees when there's a robot, watch the movie. I don't know either, but I think he is in the wild. I don't know what his objective is. I don't know. But I think the robot falls in love with the wild and the animals that inhabit it. Where'd the other one go? There's 7 trees. I moved the other one, but I don't know where I put it. Tell me. Oh, I'm just stupid. Okay, so we got the wild robot. I think it turned out okay. You know, out of all the things, the trees are the only things that came out exactly how I thought they would. Everything else I had to, you know, adjust as we went along. So the only thing we have to do now is transport this cake, and I'll let you know if it gets there safely. Oh! No! Too much spinning. Yeah, all right, I gotta fix that. Bum bum bear when the baby, 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 baby,